Hey guys, it's Mr. Hanson here. Um, so um, we're kind of in a crazy time. Uh, I've just been in meetings all day with the ESL department and Hillcrest, and also with my own English department. So um, I just wanted to touch base with you guys as we enter this week. Um, Hopefully, you've watched my previous video about Welcome to ESL Online. If you have not done so, I encourage you to do so. Um, but at least for my guys at Hillcrest, um, I just wanted to kind of introduce a little bit of what you're going to be doing for me the next 3 weeks. Um, so I'm going to switch screens here, so if you'll forgive me if I'm reading while I talk to you. Um, you guys are going to be reading again the introduction to dessert. It's not just for breakfast anymore. And I think the cool thing about this unit, it's divided up into six, not counting the introductory video. So if you do about two per week plus your project, you should be done in plenty of time. Um, but your focus question that you guys are going to have for me is, how do science, technology, and culture influence what we eat? And more importantly, or another way to think about that is, you know, food used to be something that you just ate and you did it to stay alive. We don't eat food that way anymore. Even in this time that we're kind of on lockdown, we still have, I hope most of us have access to a large variety of food types, and we can still cook, and we have power and running water. Um, but we use technology to cook. Even from just something as simple as like frying a steak or a piece of meat over a fire, that's using technology to influence or to affect what we eat. Um, so, think about kind of various technologies that we have, as you read through these sections. We do different things with like desserts that we make fancy. We make these fancy cakes and things. I mean, there's a million shows online if you watch Cake Wars or anything like that. A lot of that isn't only about how the food tastes, but its presentation and people using different technologies to accomplish that. Okay, so that's kind of the focus of your unit. Other things that you might want to think about, guys, is how science comes into becomes a player in what we eat. That might be something that you might consider doing a project on. Um, think about different cultures. You might do a little research on what different places eat. When I was in Cameroon last summer, we had some delicious food that was shipped in from Spain, but um, I guarantee that's probably, if I was eating locally more, that's not what we've eaten. We had a lot of delicious summer sausages and cheeses and that sort of thing. But when I think about like the dessert, what we mostly ate was just fruit. They'd cut up a pineapple or they cut up a banana, and I don't know how much we would consider that a dessert here. When I lived in Micronesia for a long time, I don't think I ever really had dessert. We had taro and spam, and maybe ice cream, maybe. But usually I would have to go to a little shop on my own and buy that. But that wasn't a normal thing. Um, so just different cultures, how their food represents can represent them. Um, that might be something worth looking into as well. So that's kind of what I have for you guys. Also, we are going to plan on meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um, let's plan for tomorrow just to kind of recap and see where we are. We can use tomorrow to answer any questions or concerns that you have or troubles that you're having. It will be important to tune in tomorrow and see if let me know those things. Um, but for the most part, we can use these just to kind of discuss what we're seeing, answer questions. We can work through some of your discussion questions that you have. I'll give you a little time while we're up and running that you can write those things down. But otherwise, guys, that's about all I have. I hope that you're doing well, and been thinking about you, and hope that you're staying healthy and finding ways to occupy yourselves that are positive and uplifting. So, anyways, I will catch up with you guys later. Enjoy the week.